Well. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am like, what? At these two, the bottom. This is Mercury energy starting just right out the bat. I'm Sean. Hi, by the way, if you're new to my channel. I haven't been on in a while because life has been crazy. So I got to work early and I was like, I'm going to do a reading real quick because I have a new deck and I love it. This is a Prism Tarot deck. This is one of this is my absolute newest deck. It's gorgeous. I love it. You can find this at Shop the Eighth House on Instagram. My cousin bought me this deck and I love it. Thank you so much. And then this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So these are the two decks that I'm going to be using for this reading. At the bottom of the deck, after I shuffled, these were just at the bottom. So I just took a picture with the thumbprint or for the thumb tag or whatever you want to call the thing. Thumbnail. That's it. That's what it's called. But yeah, these are the Prism Tarot cards. These are the Modern Witch. And the Magician and the Eight of Cups, Eight of Raindrops in this deck. At the bottom of the deck, I think this is interesting because currently Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. And this would be Pisces energy, Eight of Cups. Either way, it's water cups energy. Emotions. There could be some emotions that you need to leave behind. Could be like some old ways of thinking, or could just simply be emotional baggage, some just emotions that you're holding on to that you need to let go of so that you can thrive. You could be creating new emotions, new memories. It just feels very powerful. It feels subtle but powerful, like you taking your power over your emotions. Mercury's retrograde. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So if you have any of those placements in your chart, that could be an area of life where you're kind of taking your power back and walking away from things that don't serve you and just leaving things behind. I love it. It's good. All right, let's get into this reading. This is just going to be a collective energy reading for whatever wants to come out. I feel like love is going to come out. There's going to be some things about love. I did what to look forward to in March reading. And as some of you know, if you've been subscribed to my channel, these readings are timeless. They can resonate with your past, present, or future. So whichever one it fits with, it can fit for your past, present, or future, or a mixture of all three. We have masculine and feminine energy, so keep that in mind when I talk about he or she in the cards, or if I mention that at all, but just with the genders on the cards and the imagery. Even though Modern Witch is all women, and these are no people. Yeah, no people. So, cool. I feel like there's a lot with me that I want to share with you guys, but that's not what you're here for. So maybe I'll do a separate video. If you follow me on Instagram, that's really where you can keep up with me. But there's some stuff I kind of feel like I want to keep exclusive to YouTube. So maybe I'll just start doing vlogs or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into this reading and just see what Divine wants to share with you during this period of your life. If you're here, please like the video. Please subscribe if you like the messages that you hear, even if you don't like them, but they resonate. You know, I'm gonna use a Modern Witch to lead this reading. See what wants to come out for you. Divine, allow my messages to be clear. Clarity, that's exactly what I need. This card went spinning out. The Sun card is also about happiness, growth. The Sun represents our masculine energy and our egos. So I feel like there's growth in the ego space. There's happiness. And peace. Like your ego seems to always be afraid and wants to protect you. So with clarity being there, it's like being clear on when it needs to protect you and when it doesn't. So that represents growth. You could be integrating your shadow side, doing shadow work. If not, that's probably what this reading is going to be about. So let's see. I know I just cut it, but I'm cutting it again. All right, Divine, what are the messages for the collective? King of Cups reversed in the Lovers. Some of you are misaligned, could be very promiscuous, unloyal. This kind of makes sense with the Eight of Cups and the Magician. Some of you could be being taken advantage of, or taking advantage of someone or something. This is like lust. This is emotional manipulation. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Somehow I knew this was going to be heavy. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. This represents loss, lack, or scarcity mindset. It could also be like feeling neglected or abandoned, or doing this to someone. You figure out where you fall on this. This is emotional manipulation and misalignment, mistreatment. I literally think this is the only male in this deck, to be honest, because this is a woman. But anywho, back to this energy. Gemini energy plus, let's see, the King of Cups would be, I believe, Pisces. If not, it's Scorpio or Cancer. It's water energy. And then the Five of Pentacles would represent Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. It's Earth. Whatever this is, it's like this internal lack or disruption. It could be something that you are doing to yourself that needs to end. Otherwise, it's going to lead to loss or lack or scarcity. Show me the King of Cups, please. So, 10 of Raindrops, which is the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Clouds, which would be the 9 of Swords. Fulfillment and anxiety. So, I feel like this is somebody who's so anxious about getting what they want that they are being manipulative, and that's not the way to get what you want. If this is a friendship or love relationship, romantic relationship, don't be manipulative. Don't try to con people into doing things for you because you're anxious and you're worried that you won't get it, because it's not going to lead to what you want. Ultimately, it's going to lead to lack and probably neglect, or somebody just discarding you, or you being discarded. That's the same thing. I said the same thing twice. But this represents misalignment and instability. Could also be like cheating. So it's maybe somebody has this anxiety because they're in this energy, but either way, it's not good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey girl.
How are you?
Good. I'm doing a video.
I knew you were going to be here early.
Really? I'm always here early. Okay, let's see. The full card came out. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's chilly today. I don't know what's up with that. And it looks like it wants to rain. The Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Fool card. It says take the leap. So there's something I feel like you want to take a chance with. However, maybe you're anxious. And maybe it's leading to this instability or this misalignment. And it's like, oh, maybe I can just cheat my way into getting it. But that's not going to get you there. So if you're thinking about taking like a shortcut or doing things the hard, definitely think about scheming. It's like, do I really put in the effort and do things the right way and give it all I have, give it 100%, work on this, be patient, be dedicated, be practical, be attentive and focused, or do I just cut corners because you're gonna leave shit behind? And if somebody finds out that you're doing it, if it's your job, you can end up losing your job. If it's a relationship, you can end up losing a relationship. Or even if it's just cheating, like, oh, I really want this relationship, but I want to do this over here too. It's like your energy is scattered, and you're not going to cover all your tracks, basically, because this could be deception. You could be fooling yourself, making yourself think that you could do this, and that could be what that Eight of Cups was all about, like leaving that behind, like leaving that idea behind of these ways of. It could be simply emotional manipulation that you need to leave behind. Maybe this means take a leap of faith for a new beginning and trying things a new way. Even though it's unfamiliar to you, it's probably going to lead to more stability in the long run because, yeah, you had to do it. It took longer to get there. However, it didn't lead to failure or lack. And that when you do that, you end up having to start all over again, so you waste time. So it's just more efficient if you do things the long way. You really take your time and do things right, and not kind of corners, scatter your energy, or do too many things at one time. Apply that to whatever situation in your life that makes sense. Like if it's that you're doing too many side activities, you need to make a decision. You need to find some balance. The Justice card has just come out. So this is about decision making. There's a need to find balance because as long as your energy is scattered, you leave projects unfinished. This is probably what's creating some anxiety for you because you want it so bad. So you're just doing all these things, cutting corners, but it ends up being imbalanced and misaligned. And it could be making you feel emotionally insecure or upset. You could be feeling aggravated, angry even. I wouldn't normally look at I would look at it like as like sad or depressed. It could be that too. You could be desiring happiness so deeply that you are kind of telling yourself that you can achieve it by doing things in a shifty way or something like that, but there's a need to acquire some type of balance. And so there's a need to walk away from things that aren't helping you achieve that balance, and you just have to make some official decisions and decide to be dedicated to obtaining whatever it is that you want. Show me the Eight of Pentacles. Master of emotional maturity. This is the King of Cups upright. So in order to get here, you're going to have to take a leap of faith and do things differently. I want to see more about this Fool card. Show me the Fool card. So you're closing chapters. This is a 0. Brand new beginning, like a fresh start, clean slate. Empty, but in a good way. Empty in a way that you're inviting something to come in to offer you some fullness, and this is completion. This is lessons learned. This is new cycles. This is also divine timing. This is Jupiter energy. It represents luck, fate, and again, divine timing. So it's time to take a chance. It's time to do things the right way so you can close out this chapter. I feel like this has been a cycle for you with this emotional immaturity or manipulation, or if it's anxiety or being sad or depressed. It's causing misalignment in your life and it's leading to lack, or it's causing a scarcity mindset, and whatever it is that you're dwelling on internally, it's reflecting in your lifestyle. So it could be festering so deeply that it's causing you to lose things in the material world. So there's a need to really work hard and decide what it is that you're going to leave behind and just focus on and really get yourself to emotional maturity and stability. Get some advice. Get off because it's almost time for work. Get advice for the collective, please. And I do have a client right at 10. And this is too many. Clear messages, please, for the collective tonight. Hello, I don't even have the comments on. So sorry if I missed any. I doubt I did though. Pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Nothing is a coincidence. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Pay attention to the relationships that you are in or friends, your loved ones, the people you care about. Pay attention to, there may be some relationships you need to leave behind. There may be some new relationships that are coming in that are bringing in balance. But pay attention to everything, double check everything, read the fine print, ask questions, honor your curiosity. But this is about building relationships that are harmonious and balanced. So there may be a need for you to make new friends or invite new love into your life. In any way, it doesn't have to be romantic. The pages. Yeah, I think ultimately you are clearing space for new people to come into your life. There is the need to kind of clean the slate, probably with relationships. This represents endings that were full of drama. Whoever this person is, maybe emotionally manipulative. There's a need to move on from that. Ace of Wands, Ace of Lightning. Inspiration represents the birth of new ideas and inspiration. Like this could be this new relationship or this old situation, whatever it is, this ending could be inspiring you and showing you what you don't want so that you can recognize what you do want when it does come into your life. Let's get one more for that. Novice of Clouds, which would be the Page of Swords. Again, curiosity. Honor your curiosity. Ask questions. Even internally, because it's going to create even more inspiration for you. You're going to be able to channel this energy into creative energy, into your work projects, into your goals, into your love life. This is really good energy. I feel like this is going to be way more what's the word? Like, it's going to be way bigger than it seems in the macro for each of you, or the micro rather. But this is good stuff. I hope this helps, and I gotta go, so peace, love, and light. Thanks for watching.